When you see this house, you may think, why would anyone put dates on the outside of a home? And what do those dates even mean? Well, the dates mark the origin of the Braden house. It represents the day Josh Jimbavo's premature son, Braden, was born and the day he died. Braden's father is tasked with answering a near impossible question of what do you do when you lose a baby or a child?
Not a quick turn of events. Obviously, we grieved, and I grieved, and probably the wrong way for a while. And then as we got past it, maybe not past it, but as we start to heal a little bit, there were actually conversations with friends and family of, that driving down the road conversation of when I win $1 million, and when I do that, it'd be really cool. It'd be really cool if we created a home named after Braden that people here locally in Tuscaloosa or the surrounding areas, families with children in the NICU would have a place to stay.
For the most part, the Braden house functions so well because Josh knows better than most the challenge of having a child in intensive care unit and how emotional and sometimes financially draining that can be.
When we sit across the table from somebody that I don't have good news for them, but I can sit there with an understanding that I've been there. And I think that does put people at ease, but I have some perspective, and I've seen some things, and I've been there, and compassion is just that, hey, I can feel your heavy heart because I've felt your heavy heart.
Having a baby in the intensive care unit gives a parent a lot to worry about, but because of the Braden house, where they will lay their head at night or where their next meal will come from is one less thing they'll have to worry about.
People like Samantha and her husband to provide a house for mothers like us who have a baby that's in the NICU to have to come and travel every day. That's a lot. That's like gas money and everything. And plus, also, I have 2 kids of my own, so I have to be a mama with them. It's a lot.
For Josh and his wife, Samantha, helping others is just what they do. They are busy parents of 2 small boys and occasionally are foster parents, which, as Samantha explains, can be a lot to juggle at once, but their faith brings them through.
We have been really lucky. We jokingly, by our friends, are kind of called the boot camp house. It's mostly our faith. We know that we didn't deserve anything, or we didn't do anything to deserve God's love. And we still have it. And most of these kids didn't do anything to deserve anything that's happened to them. So for us to be able to, provide that for them the way that it's been provided over and over for us is how we do it.
Families with babies in the NICU can come to the Braden house and stay as long as needed, and it relieves so much stress.
We've had people also, just call us and see what mom is in the house, because a lot of times those moms had their babies before they ever had a shower. We've had people throw showers for the women in the house, and that's amazing because at this point, those moms aren't even thinking about that. They're not thinking about themselves, really.
For the parents who enter the Braden house, the costs and other expenses that they need are covered by caring people in the community who give, and giving is super easy.
Most of the need is financial, but if people contact us on Facebook at the Braden House, or if they go to bradenhouse.org, they can email me and I can kind of steer them in the right direction.
Braden's memory lives on. Though he was only alive a few weeks, his name and memory is associated with hope, shelter, and family. And that's the spirit of Alabama. Khadijah Torbert, WVUA 23 News.
WVUA 23's Khadijah Torbert tells us more in tonight's Spirit of Alabama report.
Meet 9-year-old Michael Dalmeda.
Good. It was nice.
He's a student at the Capital School in Tuscaloosa. He may be a young man of few words, but his actions and heart speak volumes for him. You wanted to start a piggy bank? Why is that? What happened?
It just popped in my head. And then I just wanted to.
Now, Michael was a tad shy for our cameras, but his teacher, Miss Missy Ritchie, had a few classmates standing by to help explain the reason behind his idea, an idea that'll touch someone very dear to his heart.
I guess Michael started the piggy banks to help the hurricane victims of the Virgin Islands where his grandma lives.
Now, this piggy bank may only hold about $7, but for those affected by natural disasters, no amount is too small, thanks to students here at the Capitol School.
Like, they might not have everything we have, so we gave them like toothbrushes and also stuffed animals, because I love stuffed animals.
Over 100 piggy banks were distributed to students at the Capitol School, where they collected money for a month. Michael's teacher, Miss Ritchie, tells us her initial reaction to Michael's idea.
Well, I think what popped in my mind is, oh, how precious and how innocent and how wonderful that a child can think, you know, I want to help. So I think it's wonderful that we were at a school that I was able to foster out his dream.
Not only did each student receive clear piggy banks, but they even had the opportunity to do something unique.
More things have grown from it because we've learned how to estimate money. We've learned how to roll coins. A lot of children nowadays have not rolled coins, so that was fun. And so we're giving the money to a school because Michael's grandmother worked at a school.
Once all the coins were rolled and accounted for, off to Bank First the students went. Now, after the students received the grand tour of Bank First, it was time to see their hard work pay off. And it wouldn't be anticipation without a drum roll.
So you have raised $439.
No I didn't think that every roll would be like $10 because there's like so much that a lot of people donated.
Not only will the money be of dedication to his grandmother, but also go towards Alexander Henderson Elementary School. And what will that do for the students there?
Make them have fun a lot with the slime.
At the Capitol School, hanging with Michael and all of his friends, I'm Khadijah Torbert, and that's the spirit of Alabama.